What's up? Welcome back. Today I'm changing it up a little bit. I have very little time this week, but we like to eat healthy, so you can see I have the Traeger rolling. Don't talk too much smack. I have the green egg right over here. This is what I'm going to turn into my beef jerky. As you can see there, I have bottom round. I sent the wife to Sam's to pick me up some beef jerky meat. We use you can use sirloin, top round, bottom round, whatever you want. The key is to put a good rub on it. You can make it into whatever flavor you want. The reason I make my own beef jerky is, one, it's cheaper, and two, I don't add sugar to mine. So today I'm just putting a light rub on it, and this is going to be my snacks for the week. So follow along, let's check it out. I'll show you how it turns out. All right, the reason I'm not putting sugar in this beef jerky is because I'm on Whole30, so that is totally your preference. Put whatever you want on it. But let me show you how I cut this meat up so that you can cut it into whatever strip size you want. The reason I buy the already pre-cut top sirloin or bottom sirloin is because the thickness is about 1/4 of an inch, which I find is perfect for what I like, and turns out perfect. All right, so what I have here is the pre-cut. This is the way it's going to come out of the pack. What I like to do is I like to take this fat edge off right here and take that muscle out right there, so that I just have the straight meat and I don't really have anything to render down on this. So I'm going to trim these edges off, and this is a good splitting spot anyway, and then usually I'll take and split in half right here as well. So I'll have 3 strips out of 1 piece, but again, you make it how you want. All right, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of this all-purpose base seasoning and coconut aminos, and that is all I'm doing in this thing. Get it all shooking around there. I like to take it down and just get all that air out of the bag so that I can make sure that juice really gets in there and soaks in that meat. All right, you really need to let that marinade go for about 24 hours. Today I'm gonna time crunch. We got kids soccer, we're traveling all over the place. So the need for snacks outweighs the lasting flavor that I think is coming out of this. So I'm gonna go for 3 or 4 hours there, let that marinade, flipping it a couple times. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a heavier coat of salt and pepper on the outside. Again, I'm just using salt, pepper, garlic, and coconut aminos on this one. Hopefully the coconut aminos will soak in a little bit, give it a little bit of a sweet flavor. Again, we're on Whole30, so kind of looking for something with flavor. You might be on the wrong diet, but all right. I'll check back with you, and I'm gonna show you how this turns out. All right, I went ahead and pulled out the jerky out of the fridge. I'm just gonna show you. It's got a pretty good color going on it. Right there on top, but I have this Traeger set to 180, the lowest setting here. I may kick that thing up to 225, but I already know I'm gonna let it roll for about 2 hours and then check it. All right, just putting it on. This part's important. Make sure you got this thing's all spread out, laid out across the grate. Let all the sides not be touching. You don't want it overlap so it cooks evenly. All right, we're hitting that 2 hour mark. Let's check it out and see what we got here. Yeah, it's looking good. You can see the meat sweating. So usually what I like to do at this point is flip it so that it dries out evenly. So I'm going to do that and let it keep ripping. All right, we are at hour 3. I did bump that temperature up a little bit. I'm at 212, been that way for about an hour. And I'm guessing when I open this thing up that they are done. So yep, that is the color. That's what I'm looking for. Let me pick one up and show you. It's important to take it off before it gets too brown, because once it cools, it'll be hard as a rock. All right, now here is the result. You can see I've already taken a bite out of this, but this is the thickness, and delicious. 5 ingredients, including the meat. Took about 3 hours. There's no bad stuff in here. Stores well. Keep it in the fridge for about 3 weeks, and give it a try. Let me know what you think.